Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with my review of the Delta Command Megazord from Power Rangers S.P.D. as part of my retro review series. Now this is one I am reshooting a review for. I've mentioned in previous ones I've been doing some reshoots just for updates. This one most definitely needed an update because the last time I reviewed this was like in my very original review space. I was like a totally different person. So anyway. So that's my story. What about you guys? That was just a lot of rambling. But so let's go ahead and jump right in. So this is obviously the American version. It was a Toys R Us exclusive, I believe, and it's quite a large Megazord. So I apologize. There is going to be a bit of space issues. Right now it's not too bad, but as we get there, there may be some cramped space stuff. So anyway, right now it is in its base mode, which it is the command base of the series. If you didn't know, I'd be surprised if you didn't know. And overall, I think this thing looks pretty solid. I believe it is the same mold as the Japanese version, but it is just missing some stickers, and I believe just in general there was just this sort of better quality look a little bit to the Japanese version, but it's still the same mold, and honestly I think it gets the job done fine. It does have the most amazing sticker of all time, which is this caution sticker, which I've never bothered to take out. But yeah, I think it does its job just fine. I mean, all its colors are right. It doesn't really feel like it's missing too much. You got the S.P.D. logo there, dog face. You even got, like, I love that they actually have the full-on sirens here instead of, you know, solid pieces, and then the police logo. It does roll because that's going to be a feature, so we rolling base, and we'll just kind of flip it around. Careful, don't take the arms off of it. So this is the back. Check out the back. Here's the command base. Like I said, it's a pretty decent size, and you can store zords inside of this. If you open this up, wait, there's zords there, and also a cloud of dust. It's like, and there's like a little ramp here too. Ramp up Pawnee. That was a really random reference. Now let me get this one. Try to get this off the side without actually... There you go. And then you got right here as well. Let me pan down a little bit. And there's a little ramp here. There's a little number on there. I don't know if you can see it. There's a 4 there, so it tells you what Zord goes there. Or you can just be a total rebel and put whatever you want there. And then there's one on this side as well. It's just easier to do this. We got the 5, little ramp. And then, let me close this in. There we go. And then down at the bottom, there's also ramps. I guess those can open up at the same time. And they have ramps. Same on the other side, so I guess I don't need to open all of them. You get the gist of it. So yeah, pretty cool. You can store Zords there. Obviously, I didn't bring them in. It just seemed pointless to show that. But if you're not into displaying, it gives you a place to store them. Okay, so now its first mode is like its crawler mode, which is pretty easy to get into, and now that's where we're going to get into some spatial issues. So to get it into its crawler mode, there's these 2 little tabs back here. Just pull them out, and then you can kind of lift him down and shink, and he snaps into place. And then just take these and lift them up, and lasers. That's how Will said it. And then he stole a banner or something, I don't know. But so yeah, that's his crawler mode. This is, like I said, where we run into a bit of space issues going on here because this is kind of large. It takes up almost the whole review space, but that's pretty neat. I mean, there's not too much to go over other than the fact that he's got little lasers, which they do move, as you saw here. Let me move over a little bit. And then they can move like this, which is kind of neat. And it still remains a decent size. It can roll. You can still open up these compartments here and here and up front to store the Zords and stuff like that in this mode. It's very simple. But yeah, that's the crawler mode. That's the hand falling off, which we'll just leave that because it has failed this omelet. There's no omelet here, but yeah, we'll just leave that off for now. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the crawler mode. Megazord mode is super simple. We'll just flip these around. Boom, now he's got kneecaps. And like, are you guys ready? This is like the second most complicated transformation of all time, only rivaled by Hyper Reshiateo from Tokyo Ranger. So are you ready? Notebooks? Got them? You got the steps? Stand him up. All right, you got that? You stand it up. Okay, you have it written down. Okay, just making sure. All right, now we're gonna open this up. Boom, solar paneled. And then what's kind of neat here, for this, I'm just gonna be able to put on the hand straight up. So you got the hand there, and then these can fold out. But what's kind of neat is there is this sort of like in-show way of transforming it, which sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. But rotate this up, because the hand's attached to it, and line this up, and then you can kind of like snap it on there and slowly get rid of that one, but sometimes it doesn't work, like right now where it won't get rid of it. But still, it's kind of neat that you can do that. But there you have the hand, and just put those back down. And then panning all the way up, and now I realize I have to pull back. Pull this little lever here, and shoom, that makes that shoom noise too. You have the helmet, and there you have the Delta Command Megazord. Pretty cool. Honestly, I've always really dug this mecha. I think it looks pretty awesome. It's definitely a brick, as you can tell. Just a huge, like literally a brick with that dog head and arms, and you can pretty much just move the arms. But that's pretty much to be expected, and it obviously is a little bit more articulated in the show. You can see the glorious dust here, because I'm terrible at dusting. When I dust, I'm like, rag, done. But anyway, in the show, it's obviously more of a cumbersome Megazord anyway, but it's got a little more articulation, but still, it's kind of expected from this. I don't know, I've always liked this one. I think its design looks cool. I also just dig that the whole base that they live in and work out of becomes the Megazord. I just thought it was pretty cool, and I dig it. And overall, like I said, the Japanese version probably does have a little bit better details. I think it's been a while since I've like looked at pictures of it or anything, but I think like the stickers here have more of a shine to them, and there's just some a little more details, but it's the same mold, and I think this gets the job done fine. So honestly, if you're not too nitpicky about it and you find a good price for this, I think this will be just fine. I mean, I've had this one for years and haven't really had a huge desire to go out there and trying to go get the Deca Ranger version. So yeah, if you're a S.P.D fan, I can recommend this. Like I said, it is a brick, but honestly, just personally, I quite dig it. I think it looks really cool on the shelf, and I really dig it as design-wise. I'm just gonna keep doing this. Come on, bro, we got it, bro. I'm being weird in this one, guys. I'm sorry. But anyway, that's about it. Until next time, make sure to check out the Crazy Podcast at writersrangersrambles.com. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, Dawson Writer, signing out.